Welcome students to this next session of e-learning. Here in this session we are going to learn about modern periodic table, its structure and the relation between groups and electronic configuration and periods and electronic configuration. Students, we have learned the demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. Now, at the time of Mendeleev, the scientific world did not know anything about the interior of the atom when Mendeleev put forth the periodic table. Afterwards, after the discovery of electrons, the scientists started exploring the relation between the electron number of an atom and atomic number. Henry Moseley was experimenting using X-ray tubes and he stated that atomic number Z is the most fundamental, that is basic property of an element. What is atomic number? Atomic number is number of protons. Moseley stated the modern periodic law as properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic numbers. This periodic table, that is modern periodic table, is also called as long form of periodic table. Here in this table, elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic numbers. The relation between the atomic number of an element and its electronic configuration is reflected in modern periodic table. Now we will learn about the structure of modern periodic table. In this modern periodic table, the vertical columns are called as groups. In all, there are 18 groups. They are group number 1, 2, 3 up to group number 18. It has 7 horizontal periods, period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These groups and periods make boxes. In all, there are 118 boxes. Out of that, lanthanides and actinides are placed at the bottom of the periodic table in separate series. All the lanthanides are supposed to be placed in this box, while all the actinides should be placed in this box. That is why you will find no element is written over here. The entire periodic table is divided into 4 blocks: S block, P block, D block and F block. S block consists of group 1 and group 2. P block consists of group number 13 to 18. D block consists of group number 3 to 12. D block elements are also called as transition elements. And F block consists of lanthanide series and actinide series. Students, you have learned what are metalloids. Metalloids are the elements which are having properties intermediate to metals and non-metals. These metalloids make a zigzag line in modern periodic table. All the elements to the left hand side are metals, while to the right hand side are non-metals. This modern periodic table has in all 118 elements. Out of that, uranium atomic number is 92 and afterwards, that is 93 to 118, all are man-made elements. Now each box corresponds to one element and you will find that atomic number, the symbol of the element and atomic mass is written in specific box. For example, here the symbol is Be, the element is beryllium, its atomic number is 4 and its atomic mass is 9.012. Students, electronic configuration of outermost shell is characteristic of particular group. Let us find out by taking examples. First example is group 1, that is alkali metals. The members are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Out of that, 3 elements we have chosen over here. They are lithium, sodium and potassium. Let us find out the electron structure. In lithium, first orbit contains 2 electrons and second orbit contains 1 electron, so the electronic configuration is 2, 1. In sodium, the electronic configuration is 2, 8, 1. In potassium, it is 2, 8, 8, 1. So what is the similarity? Yes, the outermost orbit has 1 electron each. Now, second group, that is alkaline earth metals. The members are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Out of that, two structures are shown over here. They are beryllium and magnesium. Beryllium electronic configuration is 2, 2. That of magnesium is 2, 8, 2. All the electronic configurations are written over here. And what is the similarity? Yes, the outermost orbit has only 2 electrons. This is group number 17, halogens. The members are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. Out of that, 3 members are shown over here, that is fluorine, chlorine and bromine. The electronic configuration is 2, 7. Chlorine is 2, 8, 7 and bromine is 2, 8, 7. Look at the outermost electronic configuration. All of them have same outermost electronic configuration, that is number of electrons are 7. Now let us find out what is the relation between period and electronic configuration. In a period, you will find number of shell is same, that is first period number of shells is 1. In second period, all the members have number of shells 2. In third period, all the members have number of shells 3. Then as we go from left to right in a period, the atomic number increases by 1 at a time. For example, look at the third period. Sodium has atomic number 11, magnesium 12, aluminium 13 and so on. And the number of valence electron also increases by 1. Now what are valence electrons? The electrons in the outermost orbit are called as valence electrons. Outermost orbit of sodium contains 1 electron. That of magnesium contains 2 electrons. Aluminium contains 3 electrons. Silicon contains 4 electrons. So number of valence electron also increases by 1. Now what is the relation between the electronic configuration and position in the periodic table? Now for example, look at lithium. Number of electrons 3. First orbit 2 electrons, second orbit 1 electron. Electronic configuration is 2, 1. Now if you look at the number of shells over here, they are 2. So it is in second period. And number of electrons in the outermost orbit is 1. So it is in first group. Similarly, sodium. Sodium has 3 shells. So it is in third period. And it has 1 electron in the outermost orbit. So it is in first group. Look at beryllium. Beryllium has number of shells 2. So it is in second period and outermost orbit has 2 electrons. So it is in second group. Likewise, carbon has 2 shells. So it is in second period. Magnesium has 3 shells. So it is in third period. Argon has 3 shells. So it is in third period. Helium has only 1 shell. So it is in first period. We can calculate the electron capacity of a shell by using a formula 2n square. The shells are K, L, M, N. K is first shell, L is second shell, M is third shell and N is fourth shell. So number of shell over here for K is 1, L is 2 and so on. So here you can write the value of N as 1 for K shell. In the formula, if you will substitute the value, you will get 2n square is equal to 2 into 1 square is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So the electron capacity of first shell is 2. That of second shell is 8. Electron capacity of third shell is 18 and fourth shell is 32. Now here look at the electron capacity of third shell carefully. Though the electron capacity is 18, we will find the electron capacity and number of elements is a different thing. How? Let us see. Students, number of elements in first period is 2, second period is 8 and third period is also 8. Just now we have seen that electron capacity of third shell is 18, but here number of elements is 8. Why it is so? This is because it follows two rules. Number of elements in first three periods is determined by two rules. They are electron capacity of the shell and the law of electron octet.